What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. I'm going to show you how to get this VANS step up hat here today. It is free, but just a warning, guys, this one takes a long time, like maybe an hour or so. There's a lot of different missions that you've got to do, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up, but it is free and it is going to take some time. So the game right here is VANS World, just like the same game that we were able to get some of those other free items earlier today, and I made videos to show you how to get the umbrella and the pigeon shoulder pal, so check out my channel for that. So we're going to get right into the game, and I'm going to show you. You can see right here, I've already gotten the reward right here. So before we get into the details and show you the videos of all the different missions that you've got to do, I just want to give you guys just some basic information about the game. So inside of the game, once you go through the first set of missions, you're going to go to the second person. He's going to give you a BMX bike. So you've got a skateboard and you've got a bike. So in order to get on these, you just press the T button once you've got that one. If you want to switch down here, it says switch to skateboard, so you can switch the other one. Press T, and then that's what you will be riding. So you can see on the bottom right, there's all these different moves right here. You've got the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Also, when you switch to the other one, the BMX, you can see we've got number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we've got 4 separate moves there for the bike. So we've got bike moves, we've also got skateboard moves. So if you want to change the moves, because a lot of the requirements are for you to do just a bunch of these moves over and over. So right here in the tricks, you can go to the trick list and then click on one of these moves right here. And then on this left side, you can, some of them are free, some of them you have already that are common. Some of them you have to purchase. So some of them you purchase with the waffle coin currency that they've got in here, and then there's also these dollar bills that you can get basically from doing the missions. So you shouldn't have a hard time running out of the bills once you're just kind of going along and you have to buy one of those moves, but you are going to have to collect like 9,000 of these waffles. So you can either buy some, go and buy a bunch of those. It's like 1,200 Robux, but you guys don't want to do that. It's free, so you're gonna have to go through and buy a bunch of them, because some of these moves that you have to do as a requirement, like right here, the 40 impossibles, when you want to go and buy that move, the impossible move, let's see, I believe that is a different, okay, so we're going to pick the skateboard. So if you guys wanted to do an impossible, like that one costs 4,000 of this currency. So every time you collect one of those little waffles here, and some of the missions are about collecting these waffles, but every time you collect one of those, it counts as 2. And then sometimes as you do missions, you win some as well, but you might end up spending a lot of time just going around and trying to find a bunch of those waffles. All right, so those are the basic details about the fact that you've got a BMX, you've got a skateboard, how to mount and how to change your tricks. You're gonna have to keep changing them up so that you've got different ones, but basically part of those ones, once you're on there, you just do this, and then you can just keep spamming that button and just keep doing that one as it ticks up, and you are getting more and more of those. Okay, now into the part where we get started. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain how to do these, how to do most of the stuff, but then we'll go really fast through some of the stuff because you guys don't want to watch me do 25 heel flips and kick flips. So we've done all those moves. You can see at the top there is a map on the right, and it says I've done 60% of the hub because I've already done my flips. But you unlock the hub, then you do the skate park, then the garage, and then you get access to the PVD forever. But basically what you have to do is go through all of these missions. Now this first one's not hard. It's got 5 missions. So just doing like kick flips or something, again, you just go there and you just keep spamming it. These moves are common, and I think there's some of the ones that you start out with, but I've already shown you guys how to change the moves. So just make sure you've got the moves that you need, and then you have to do 25 of each of those. So the next part that you have to do is just the VANS letters, and then jump over the coin gap. So the letters are really easy. You just skate forward a little bit and just see this little bowl in the middle. So around the bowl on every 4 corner is where one of the letters are, and you can see right there there's a sign that says how far along you are on the missions. So there's the N, and then you can see the A is over here. Super quick, super easy. Those are really not hard to find. These ones, this first area, the hub area, everything's really easy. The missions are not difficult. You can see when you walk out of a specific area and you go into a different area, then it will basically give you different missions. So this gap right here, this is the one that is the coin box gap. So you just want to go and jump over that one, and then once you jump over that one, you should have that one taken care of. Okay, so now after you've got that done, there's going to be a blue arrow you can see in the map and the missions that the hub is 100% done, and now you want to go to the skate park, which is unlocked. It's pretty easy to find it. There's a map right there, but also this really big blue arrow that you can't really miss shows you exactly how to get there. So we're just going to follow that arrow. We're going to skip forward across the map to this place over here at the skate park. So we're going to talk to this guy, Scotty Kramer. We're going to need to do that because he gives us the bike. So that's kind of like our reward, I guess, for doing the first hub area. He gives us the bike. So now we've got the bike and a whole different set of moves for the bike. And then we've got a whole different set of moves for the skateboard. So from this area, we're going to show you, we're going to speed pretty quickly through all of these moves that you've got to do, because as you can see, we just have to spam a bunch of these, and you have to do a whole bunch of these. On the bottom it says like have 90 seconds of airtime. That's really easy to do because when you do all the tricks, you're basically getting a little bit of airtime, so that one will kind of get done in the process of doing the other ones. But let me show you where all of the letters are. So the first letter right here that we're going to get is the S. Of course, we're not getting the VANS letters in order. Then you just go back down the stairs and you can see the N is right here on the side. Super easy to find, not really hidden at all from you. And then we're going to go to the next one over here, which is on the right side. You can see there's a little walkway up to that area, and then there's the A right underneath that little bridge, and then around the corner here you're going to find the V. So pretty simple. Those ones aren't really hidden too hard, but you can see on the right side, as far as missions, you've got one where you have to travel around. There's one where you have to collect 30 coins from the area. So those ones are going to take some time, basically like collecting the coins. If you go into another area, you can see those missions go away. There's not even 30 coins really in the area, but they do respawn, so just keep going through collecting the same coins. Basically collect them, and then by the time you get the last one in the area, then like the first one that you got will respawn and you'll be able to go and get it again. So that's going to take some time. Of course, don't forget, go to the trick list, and if you have to change to any of these tricks to do anything specific, then come over here. Some of them you're going to have to pay for, like the melon is one of the tricks. So this is one of the ones you're going to have some of those VANS waffles. I think I think they're supposed to be coins, but they look like waffles to me. But yeah, so you have to have enough of those to be able to buy the melon, and then of course go through and spam your melon tricks so you can get those done. Some of them you have to get up to 50 to do these special items or these special tricks. So there's a lot of them that you have to do. But once you do all the tricks and you've gotten all the letters and stuff, it's going to be a bunch of time spent mostly going around collecting coins, and then also just traveling in this area, because you have to get 10K travel distance in this area in order to do that. So once you're done traveling around, we are almost done over here. You can see we've hit the 10K travel distance. The quest is completed, and now we've got another big blue arrow that is sending us to another area. And if you look at the top of the map, you can see that we are 100% done with this, and we're going to the garage. We're just going to spare showing that to you, but here we are. We've traveled to the garage. We've got another NPC over here named Tyson that we talked to. He gives us these manuals, so we can do nose manual and regular manual, and I don't think those are required moves, but you still want to talk to him, get rid of the arrow and everything. So a couple different things that you have to do here. Of course, all of these moves, if you want to, while you're spamming those moves, feel free to move around so you can get some of your distance taken care of. I found that it was just easier to just do them in one place. You're gonna have to buy some of these. We'll show you here towards the end of this section that there's one called the Impossible that you have to do, and that costs 4,000 of the coins in the game. So it's super expensive, so you have to spend a bunch of time running around getting these coins or spending Robux to get the coins. But let me show you where all the letters are hidden. There's this one right here, the V, once you go to the top there, and you can see over there, that's the N. We're gonna have to get up to the top here so we can actually go up and get the N. But let's just grab the S here first because it's down here. The S is right on the bottom there on that little bowl. Super easy to find, guys. It's not really too difficult. It's just that, you know, this whole thing is just very time consuming because there is so many of these missions. It's just ridiculous. Again, it's probably gonna take you an hour or so to get all of these. We're gonna come up here and get the N. You don't have to be riding the skateboard on this rail, but it is actually one of the requirements here is to ride these red rails up here. So I recommend just get on the rail and then ride it on your skateboard. And that is one of the things on the right side. It says ride the red beams. So those beams inside over on the roof area, those are the beams. So outside there, you can see that is where the A is. So there's the impossible right there. 4,000 coins. After we got the coins, we were able to buy it, and now we can actually do the move, and then we can spam that one and get it done the number of times that we have to do it. But if you don't have the coins to get it, then again, you're gonna have to run around, do missions. You're gonna have to collect a bunch of coins in order to get those, and that takes some time. So now that we've gotten the other stuff done, we ride the rail. So riding the rail got that part done, and now we're just trying to cover the 12K distance and getting all of the coins that we need to get, because we're supposed to get 40 coins. So I recommend up here in the rails, it seems like I just go around in circles, get those coins, and that seems to be a good method for me for going around and getting the distance and also getting the coins that I need. So you can see I'm just kind of staying up here on the top, going back and forth. By the time I get around, the other coins have spawned again. There we go. We've got our final coin, and you can see quest rewards right there pops up. We've got the racing glides. I'm not sure exactly what those are. We don't really need those, but now we finally have access to the final area, the PVD Forever Skate Park. All right, so to get to this final area, you can see on the map there, it's kind of the area where you start out and then you go left. So I recommend up at the top, the fourth one on the left, kind of in the middle there, you press that home button and then it sends you right back to the hub area. So just look around, look where those pink trees are. It's basically right where you start off from the spawn, and then you take a left and then you go over into that corner. You probably came into this corner earlier if you went and collected the pigeons. But this is the final area that you have to go through, and it has a final set of missions. And of course, there's more missions here, and a lot of them are similar. You have to buy some of the moves in order to do that. So you're gonna have to go through, you're gonna have to purchase some of the moves. There's also a big jump that you have to do. But when you're done doing that, you will get that. So we're gonna spare all of the different moves, because you guys have seen that. It's super easy. You guys know how to get the moves. There's the N right there. You guys see that we just got that N by grinding on that rail. The next one from up here at the top, if you kind of go over the edge here, you can see there's some of these bars that are hanging down, and then on one of those bars you can just kind of jump from the top here and go and get that. So you don't have to kind of jump up those steps and grind your way up there. You can just jump through from the top, and then you can go and get that one over there. So the next letter that we're gonna get over here, I will show you guys also how to do the whole big jump thing. And of course, grinding rails is pretty simple. You have to grind a bunch of them. You have to grind like 50 rails. So you're gonna spend a bunch of time doing that. Of course, time running around, doing all that stuff. Here's the V right there under the scaffolding for the big jump. That thing right there to the left, that is the big jump. But right now we're working on the letters. So we're gonna show you where the final letter is. If you kind of come up here on the side, you can just look over by that billboard over there. You can see that big S on the VANS off the wall billboard. So you're gonna wanna ride over there. Feel free to hit some rails in the process, because you're gonna have to hit 50 of them throughout this whole mission thing. And like I said, guys, at this point, you've probably put a lot of time in. You guys know pretty much how to do most of these things. You know how to pick the different moves. You know how to spam the different moves. You guys know how to grind on rails. You guys know how to run around to get all of the distance that you need to get. We're gonna show you here the big jump and how to go off of that. But of course, you know, make sure you're still collecting any of the coins that you walk by, because you need those, because that is one of the missions, and it's one of the ones that kind of takes the most amount of time. So we're coming over here to this big jump. You guys can see it right over there on the left side. Might as well go up there to the top right in front of it and then line up in front of that thing. So there we go. We just want to hop on our skateboard or our BMX bike. We want to go down this, and we just want to hit this big jump right here. And then after you do that, you can see the one jump off the big jump. That one is completed. So at this point, we need to collect the coins. Of course, we've got the letters. We want to travel 15K, so we have to do a lot of traveling. We've done all of the moves already, and you guys already know how to do all that stuff. It's all pretty straightforward. I kind of like this area up here for getting coins and grinding, because there's 3 coins over here and then 2 coins behind me on the rails, and after I get all 3 of these, or all 5 of those coins by the time I go around, they've respawned. And then there's also some rails up here, so it's an easy place to get all of the rails done. So all we have to do here now is collect our final coin. So we collect that. You can see right there, we've got the reward, we've got the badge on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and we finally have that free bucket hat. Is it worth it, guys? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this mission? I thought it was a little bit too much for one item, but anyways, it's still a pretty cool game. But if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.